Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then welcome. My name is Priya, aka _beauty_, and on this channel we do all things beauty and book based, as you can tell. But today we have a book review for you. We are reviewing The Undying Tower by Melissa Welliver. Just before we continue, quick a disclaimer. This review is part of the Agora Books book tour for The Undying Tower, so as a result this copy was gifted to me, and yeah, I'll put the official cover here. And just also a quick note, my review and my thoughts have not been impacted or skewed because it was gifted and I'm on the tour. All opinions are my own. On that note, let's get into the review. So a quick overview is that this is a YA dystopia novel set in a far distant future in a English type futuristic place. Basically centers around a section of the population who basically don't die, they just age really slowly. They're categorized as the Undying, and they don't age like normal people, and therefore they're seen as a threat to society and all of that. It's given me like Handmaid's Tale, 1984, Hunger Games vibes really, so if you like all of those then it kind of mashes them together and it's quite good. This is not the official copy, this is a proof copy, which is why it looks like this. The paperback or hardback version isn't out until October. The writing at the beginning isn't 100% there. I don't know if that's because I have a proof copy and not an actual copy and it's still going through edits, but off the bat it made me cringe a little bit. Now hear me out, okay? This happens to me with a lot of books that are based in the UK. I don't know why, but I think it's just the colloquialisms that authors try and use just makes me go a bit like, ugh. It's like they're trying a bit hard. But that being said, it does improve. As the novel progresses, the actual writing and style improves loads. Like if you compare the end of the book to the beginning of the book, her writing is just gone up. Just a little trigger warning. This book does obviously include themes of violence, of kind of capital punishment. It does give me really major Hunger Games vibes at the beginning. You know how in the Hunger Games it starts off with the reaping, this starts off with something really similar, and then from that moment the world's flipped. The actual kind of content and layout of the book I really enjoy. So it's all written from Sadie's point of view and she is the main character. However, the actual novel does go like then and now. So there's the one main event that obviously flips her life upside down. So the novel has chapters that are split into like 6 weeks before. I just said 6 weeks before, and then another chapter will say now. So she kind of flicks back and tries to recall memories, instances, actions like that have led up to this moment. She's trying to piece together what in her life in the past, like I don't know, a few months or whatever has led to this, and that's really cool because it definitely gives you more of an insight into her family, her relationships, the society as a whole, and how it's like brainwashing people. It doesn't actually give you straight up explanation for what happened and why society is like this, but in all honesty a lot of dystopias do that. They just kind of allude to the wars or the great wars, the religious wars, or the environmental catastrophe, and then it's just the story and you kind of piece it together yourself. I do have to say that the entire concept I really enjoyed. Really enjoyed the whole idea of a section of the population that doesn't age, how the public reacts to it, and like how people see it as a threat, why they see it as a threat, how people don't see it as a threat and why don't they, and the kind of like science behind it that Melissa created. The attention to detail there, really liked it and I really enjoyed it. Also some of the plot twists, I mean, if you've seen any of my other reviews you'll know I don't expect plot twists at all. I just sit and read the book really passively, take it all in, and that's it. I'm not like super on it and expecting plot twists. So looking back on it, some of the plot twists could be predictable. They could be. But for someone like me, they weren't. And they were really good. I did enjoy it, especially when they were in the tower and kind of towards the end when they like get into one of the labs. There's just it's quite heartbreaking actually, I have to say. She does actually drop all the plot twists like at the end, so be ready for that. But it was good. She does allude to some of them throughout the novel. She like drops in little nuggets in there, so if you're clever enough you'll put them together. If you're like me, then you won't. Let's put some thoughts together. The writing was mediocre. It definitely got better, and you can definitely tell this is a debut. I am super excited to read the next 2 books because it is a trilogy. The characters I think were all quite interesting, to be honest. I like the way that she wrote them. I like the way that they were portrayed. I like the kind of representation in it. I really enjoyed her attention to detail when it came to actually building the world, and how it actually wasn't that far away from kind of what we have at the minute, which is obviously the scary case of dystopias a lot of the time. And I have to say I like the way that she like laid out the plot, in what order it was, and kind of all of that. Now, it wasn't the best dystopian novel I've ever read in my entire life, but it was definitely one I really enjoyed and I would recommend to people. And I definitely think there is so much potential in the next couple books, and I just think they're only going to get better. In terms of things that I didn't really like, maybe the writing was just a little bit off, but we already discussed it gets better, but at the beginning it really wasn't that great. I think it would have been nice to know a little bit more about the friends that she makes in the tower. I think if we were allowed maybe some more space for them, I would have associated with them more. I would have empathised with them some more. If I'm being honest, there wasn't anything in this novel that I explicitly like disliked. A while. Is that burnt? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I have just burnt my bookcase. Okay, where was I? That's really sad, I've just burnt a little circle in my bookcase. Overall, it's a really good debut novel. Writing gets better, storyline really good, concept really good, characters written really well. Probably could do with more detail into backgrounds and a bit more depth into the characters. I definitely think the novel is more plot driven than character driven. Overall, it was a really good, nice, easy to read dystopian novel that I would happily recommend to anyone who is into that genre. So if you're into a bit of 1984, The Hunger Games, and like The Handmaid's Tale, it's a bit of a mashup. Obviously for a younger audience than 1984 and Handmaid's Tale, but it is a good novel. Huge thanks to Agora Books for gifting me my copy and also inviting me on this blog tour. I hoped you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all the stuff down below. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye. No. Ugh, no, it didn't even show the book. So as the novel progresses, this is a mess. Oh, I think that's burnt. I could have caused a fire. Oh man.